we are going to discuss section formula. So in the previous section you should have remembered you had started from a point O, then you had moved up to 36 km towards west. Then after reaching point E you had to move towards east, that is north, and you moved 15 km. Okay, then you have to find the distance between O and B. Okay, so this was the problem for the last section. Now here something has been added to this situation. Here what has happened, a telephone company wants to position a relay tower. Relay tower, no, that is a tower that is used for transmission, like mobile transmission. So at P, so where the company wants to position the tower at point P between A and B, and the P point is between A and B, and it should be in such a way that distance of tower from B is twice the distance from A. So from P to B distance should be twice, but two times the distance between A and P. Okay. Well, now, so what will be the scenario? So AP is to BP will be 1 is to 2. Okay. Now, so here the telephone tower company want to know the exact location of the point P. Okay, so we will assume that the position of P is XY. Okay, position B XY. Here we have to draw some lines here. So what lines we will draw? We have to draw B, PD. B and PD perpendicular to OE. Okay, so we have to draw perpendicular from P and B, from P and B to the x-axis. This is your x-axis, or you can say OE, and also you have to draw PC. Okay, so that PC must be parallel to here D. So this much thing you have to draw. Okay, so we draw PD and BE perpendicular to x-axis, and we draw PC parallel to x-axis. After drawing this much, we can see there are two triangles. Which triangles are there? OPD triangle and PBC triangle. Now in between these two triangles, you can see here angle D and here angle C are 90 degree. Angle D equal to angle C. Why? 90 degree. Now this angle OPD, angle OPD is equal to angle PBC. Why? As PD is parallel to B and AB is the transversal, so that these two angles will be equal. Why? Because they are corresponding angle. So now you can see two angles, these two angles of triangle APD is equal to corresponding two angles of another triangle PBC. Therefore triangle POD this triangle and triangle BPC will be similar to triangle BPC. Why? Criterion is angle similarity criterion. Okay, as these two triangles are similar, therefore their corresponding sides will also be in proportion. So now we can write OD divided by PC. OD by PC will be equal to OP by PB. OP by PB, and previously it was given that OP by PB is 1 is to 2. Okay, so it will be equal to 1 by 2. Okay, now similarly PD by BC, PD by BC will also equal to OP by PB, OP by PB, and that is also equal to 1 is to 2 or 1 by 2. Now from this statement we will move to here. Okay, here we will simplify this. You can see OP, I am solving it. I am solving this section here. You can see OP by PB is equal to OD by PC. So we will take this one. OD we have to take. So OD, what is the length of OD? Length of OD is x. H here at point P x coordinate is x. So at point D x coordinate will also be x. So length of OD is x divided by what is the length of PC? Where is PC? Here it is. So what would be the length of PC? PC will be equal to OE minus OD, OE minus OD, which will be equal to x divided by what is the length of OE? You can say OE is, this is OE, OE is 36, this length was 36. So 36 minus is there, right? Minus OD. Now you see OD, what is the length of OD? OD is x, 36 minus x. Okay, which is equal to 1 by 2. Now write it here. So x divided by 36 minus x equal to 1 by 2 implies, now you cross multiply it. If you cross multiply 2 into x, it will be equal to 36 minus x implies, now you bring it minus x to LHS, 2x minus x will be plus x, that will be 3x equal to 36 implies x equal to 36 by 3 is equal to 4. So you get the value of x as, oh sorry, it's not 4, it's 12. We get the value of x as 12. So now we got x equal to 12. Similarly from here you can see PD by BC. Look at PD. Where is PD? This is PD. What is the length of PD? Is y, because here y is there. So now we can write y in place of PD divided by BC. Now you look at BC. Where is BC? BC is here. What is the length of BC? BC will be equal to BE minus C. BC equal to BE minus C. Okay, now equal to what the length of B? B is 15 minus what is the length of C? C is, yes, y. So 15 minus y. So in place of BC we can write 15 minus y. So we have written 15 minus y, which is equal to 1 by 2. Now here implies you cross multiply it. 2 into y equal to 15 minus y. Okay, now implies here 2y, this will be transferred to LHS. So 2y minus y will be here 2y plus y, then it will be 3y equal to 15 implies y equal to 15 by 3 equal to 5. So we got y equal to 5. So what was the need of the telecom company? They needed the position or coordinates of point P. So now we got x equal to 12, y equal to 5. Therefore coordinate of x and y equal to 12, 5. So this coordinate of point P is 12, 5. Now we will do another problem, and by the help of this problem we will find a generalized solution of this equation, of this situation. Now so let's look at this figure. Okay, so here you can see a point is there. What is the coordinate of a point? X1, y1. Now B point is there, coordinate of P is x2, y2. Again P is dividing the line AB into two parts, in which ratio? m1 is to m2. So this length is m1, this length is m2, or the ratio we can say m1 is to m2. So this much thing is given to us. What we need to find? We need to find the value of x and value of y. So let's start. Here also we have to construct something. So what we will construct? We have to construct AR, PS and BT. Okay. So construct AR, PS and BT perpendicular to x-axis. Okay. Apart from that, we have to construct AQ and PC. AQ and PC parallel to x-axis. Okay. And AQ and PC parallel to x-axis. This much thing we have to construct. After constructing, we will get a figure like this. So now we can clearly see there are two triangles, triangle PAQ, triangle PAQ and triangle BPC. Now you see in between these two triangles, these two angles, angle Q and angle C are 90 degree, and similarly you can see angle, this angle, angle APQ is equal to angle PBC, this angle. Why? As PQ is parallel BC and AB is the transversal, therefore these two angles will be equal, isn't it? So we can say angle APQ is equal to PBC angle. Therefore now you can see in these two triangles, two angles are equal. Therefore these two triangles will be similar. So triangle PAQ is similar to triangle BPC. Okay. Why? Angle similarity criteria. Okay. Now, as these two triangles are similar now, then what will happen? Their corresponding sides will be in proportion. Therefore, we can write PA by PB, PA by PB is equal to here AQ by PC, AQ by PC will be equal to this PQ by BC. Okay, which will be equal to also what? PA by PB, you can see PA by PB is equal to, here we have written PA by PB equal to M1 by M2, which also you can write equal to M1 by M2. Okay, so this is a statement now. Okay, now after doing this, we have to find the value of these values QA, PC, PQ and BC. Okay, so let's find one by one. First we will find AQ. AQ equal to, now you say what is the length of AQ will be? AQ will be OS minus OR, OS minus OR. Okay, now what is the length of OS? OS is here X, so equal to X minus, what is the length of OR? What is, where is OR? OR is here, so length of OR is X1, so X minus X1. The length of AQ is X minus X1. Now we'll move to PC. PC is equal to, similarly PC length will be equal to OT minus OS. Okay, OT minus OS. So like that OT minus OS, which is equal to, or the length of OT, you see OT is X2 minus OS is X. Now we find the length of PC. Then there are two more remaining, PQ and BC. So let's find PQ. PQ equal to, so PQ will be equal to what? PS minus QS, PS minus QS, which is equal to what? The length of PS. PS you can clearly see is Y. Y minus QS is, you can see QS is equal to Y1. Y1. Now we have to find the length of BC. BC equal to, again BC will be equal to BT minus CT. So 1 second. What it is? What it is? BT minus CT. So BT minus CT, which will be equal to, now you see length of BT. BT is Y2 and CT is Y. So you can clearly write Y2 minus Y. Okay. So this is what we are going to use in the next part. Okay. Now let's move to the other side. Here. Now we have already proved it. Triangle PAQ is similar to triangle BPC. Here it is in the figure. These two triangles are similar. Okay. Now, as these two triangles are similar, PA by BP is equal to AQ by PC is equal to PQ by BC. Okay. We had also written this statement and write this statement as statement 1. Now we had also found the value of AQ. Here you can say we have found the value of AQ, x minus x1, x minus x1, x2 minus x is PC, x2 minus x. So we have already found these things. Okay. Now here we have got this much. Now you can see PF by BP. Okay. What the value of this? This value is M1 by M2. Okay. So here we will write PA by PB equal to M1 by M2, which is equal to AQ by PC. Now you can see value of AQ. What the value of AQ? X minus x1. X minus x1 we have written divided by PC. Now you can see the value of PC, x2 minus x. Here it is x2 minus x. Okay. Then PQ by BC, put PQ value y minus y1. Then y2 minus y, y2 minus y. Okay. Now again taking this part only. This is a part. Another part is this and this. Okay. So first we will take this much only. Taking M1 by M2 is equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x. We will get this. How we will get? Let's see how we are getting it. Okay, how we will get it? Let's see. So M1 by M2 is equal to M1 by M2 is equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x. Now implies you cross multiply them. So M1 into x2 minus x is equal to M2 into x minus x1, implies, now you multiply them, M1 x2 minus M1 x is equal to M2 x minus M2 x1, implies, now you bring this to one side, M1x and M2x. Okay. So you will bring keep it here M1 x2 and bring this M2x1 to LHS. It will be plus M2x1 will be equal to, keep it as it is, M2x and bring this to RHS plus M1x, implies, now it will be like M1x2 plus M2x1 will equal to, now you can take x common here, take x common, then M2 plus M1. Okay. Now implies if we will take x as here constant and we'll keep the x here and we'll bring m2 plus m1 to LHS, then what will happen? M2 plus m1 will be divided here. Okay. So now what will happen? X will be equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. So this is what our formula for x is. Here also we have got it. X equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 plus m2. So this is formula for x. So we have found x. Similarly, I am deleting it now. Similarly, taking this m1 by m2 is equal to y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y. We are taking this, then further solving we can get this y equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, so this is your formula for, or you can say section formula. Okay, so we got the formulas. Now what we got? We have got the value of x and y. Okay, now the coordinate for the point will be what? Coordinate will be this. Write it as x coordinate and this is your y coordinate. Okay, so this will be the point. Okay, this is called the section formula. So you please remember it. It is very important. Okay, please remember it. Y equal to this and x equal to this. Now, okay, there are some special case and also you can take. Okay, this is important. Okay, this is important. Okay, if ratio of P divides AB is K is to 1. Okay, remember that the P, the point P was dividing A and B into some ratios. Now suppose we will assume that this P point is dividing this AB into K is to 1 like this. Okay, we will assume, then what will be there? K is to 1. Before we are assuming that M1 is to M2. So in place of M1 we will use K and plus of M2 we will use 1. So the formula will be like this. You can see M1 x2 is there, then M1 is K now. So K x2 plus M2 x1, M2 is 1. So 1 into x1 is 1, x1 divided by M1 plus M2. So M1 plus M2 instead of M1 plus M2 let K plus 1. K plus 1. This is your x. Now y is similarly, here you look m1 y2, who is m1? M1 is k, y2 is y2, so k y2, m2 y1, m2 is, who is m2? 1, 1 into y1, so y1 only, divided by m1 plus m2 is there, so it will be k plus 1. So if you use this formula, then the problem will be solved for you. Okay, you can you will have to, the calculation will be shorter for you. Okay, so let's see in some example we will discuss about this. Okay, now there is a special case. Suppose the m1 is to m2. Okay, is 1 is to 1. That means the at point P, suppose A and B is there, and the point P is dividing AB is to in 1 is to 1. That means P is the midpoint of AB. In that case, what will happen? This will happen. In case of M1, we will write 1. In place of M2, we will write 1. Here we will write 1. Here we will write 1. Then rest of the thing will be remain same. Then what will happen? 1 into x1 plus 1 into x2 divided by n plus 1. And here y coordinate will be 1 into y1, 1 into y1 plus 1 into y2, 1 into y2. So you can, we have changed this y2 y1, y1 y2 you can write, divided by m1 plus m2 divided by 1 plus 1, m1 m2 are 1 1. Okay, so now it will be x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So basically we have to remember this formula. Okay, for x and y, this is your x, this is your y, and you can use your common sense to find this. Okay, and this is also, if you remember this one, then you can use, if you are using k is to 1, then for m1 you can use k, for m2 you can use 1. Okay, so basically you have to remember this formula only. Okay.